Hey, what's up guys, welcome to another video. So in this video we are going to be replacing the rear hubs on my 7th-gen Nissan Maxima. I just went to the dealership and picked everything up. As you can see, I picked up a couple parts. So the rear air fuel ratio sensor or rear oxygen sensor, it was $218.75. At the tax came out to $230.34. And then I ordered 2 things of brake fluid. That was $10.68. I ordered 1 thing of brake cleaner. That was $4.94. Came out to $16.45 at the tax. And then I ordered the front CV joint cotter pins. And I ordered 2 new nuts for both sides. If you've seen that video of me replacing the front hub, I mentioned that I needed to get new cotter pins, so I ordered those, and I ordered 2 new nuts for both sides. But anyway, at the test came out to $7.90. And then lastly, I ordered both rear hubs, so that came out to $307.94. And I ordered some kind of gasket, came out to $10.16. So altogether came out to $334.96. I know you guys like this kind of stuff. And this is from the dealership I always go to. So let me see what kind of gas. So got the little what's these? Alright, so these are the copper rings for the calipers that connect the brake line, the sandwiches between the brake hose and the calipers. Alright, so these are the cotter pins, the 2 nuts for the front, the 2 things of brake cleaner, the 2 rear hubs, and the rear air fuel ratio sensor. So with no further ado, let's jack the baby up. Well, I'm gonna turn it around because I got people that's nosy around here. I always want to honk and everything, which I don't mind, but if I'm doing a video, let me just do my video. But yeah, let me turn the car around, move this one, and I'm gonna set y'all up in the tripod and we're going to begin. All right, so first things first, we're gonna move the wheel, 21 mil. So we're gonna move the caliper. It's 2 19 mil bolts. Try to reach my hand around here. One right here, and then the other one at the bottom. And then the bottom one, you're gonna need ratchet wrench. Make sure you hold the caliper. Slide that off. I'm gonna hang it right here. All right, now we're gonna remove the rotor. Then next, we got 2 10 mils, one right here and one right here. We're gonna remove those 2. You're gonna wiggle this one out. I'm gonna guide it with the, there we go. I'm gonna put this onto the other side and let it dangle. All right, and then on the back side is 4 17 mils. I don't got nowhere to set y'all without the camera getting in my way, but it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So as soon as I get those out, I'll be right back. All right, so the new one, part number 43202-3JA1A. it's the same part number for both sides, driver and passenger. So here's the new hood. So once you take those 4 bolts out, you just gotta take it out. In my case, I did take out all 4 bolts, but it's not coming out, so it's probably seized. So what I'm going to try to do is remove this little cover. Might need a flathead. Trying to look through the camera because I ain't gonna be able to put my camera and my head in both. All right, let me set it down. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is remove this cover. Okay, here we go. There's a little corroded in there. So what I'm going to try to do is hit the back side carefully. Should have enough space. Tap it out, give it a few taps, and it should slide right out. See, it's starting to separate. You could use a Kohler if like going up the street for 30 minutes. Just to go get one, so I'm just gonna do this. There we go. So it's out. I'm gonna clean this area out with a wire wheel, and then we're gonna apply some grease in there. So I'll be right back. To put the back cover back on, this little groove slides right into that. Like so. And then you push back. Voila. So I got this clean as much as I could. I'm gonna apply new grease, and then we're gonna start reassembling the new hood. Alright, so I put the new grease inside. I also put grease all around the back side. So now, see this line, that marking, that means pointing upwards. So when you put it in, that's how you know that's the top. Alright, gonna hold it in place with the bolts on the back side. This one. This two. Three. And the last bolt. Alright, so I got all the bolts. Alright, so all 4 bolts are tightened. Now we're gonna put the sensor back in. Remove this caliper. Set it right there. So I'm gonna put it back underneath. Put that back in the spot. And put this little 10mm back in. And then I'm gonna slide the sensor back into its hole. Make sure the hole lines up, and we're gonna put the other 10mm back in. Alright, I'll tighten now. Alright, now we're gonna put the rotor back on. So, now we want to tighten this. Make sure that boot's back in this place. see this line, that marking, that means pointing upwards. So when you put it in, that's how you know that's the top. Now you want to tighten this. Make sure that boot's back in this place. Alright, and that's how you replace your rear hub on a 7th gen Nissan Maxima. That's it for this video. Like, comment, subscribe. See you in the next one. Peace.